so na kuma kan lamani njusola akafundi wanyala ma kana kuma kan fundi ndi bandoto barum telefona be siri njanto nay dawdandi jenkendi dro mbinala mbatlin la mole silokan wala fana be abe lafirine ni adi amta mole ala mole ndul fana be lafirine nindi amta mole la moy tonya silokan yalo memu tonya dani memman ke toya kallanno nak ayo no bakile ba nala bala kallanno baro yo no bakile nani duye kan lela aka jawya bakile because akamune ka kan influence le use ka kan le te marila because I say president bari ndita president de bari ndabe nana tonya fola tonya lamoyra la wolbe lamoyro ke balo nako ama afota to laftale muneke albi ku kiline ke la folo wala mun tike fu me dabo la folo diamond la bangana te foro atafana la kamba malo ala lam al dabo lam country. And I want to see here again repeat, particularly in this for this particular case, Mr. Sidi Toure, I call your name. Then you talk in the senior sabang yamari. Make talk in the potential. They yamarla. In case I withdraw, Mr. Sidi Toure, Ntawo, Nyango, Benina Fagan Kavoko, NPP la Kele Bole Kekan, Ibitankoye. Because your sister is married to you. What are you doing? Al-Hakadu. These are serious things. These are serious things. You cannot weaponize the police for another person's political interest. I'll go down Manakeka. People are losing respect for the police. And indeed, Nenad advice Mr. Toure Kavoko, Kenya withdraw. Because I believe Kavoko is a bit like you. It was the first outcome. When I have not come to Son Mandela, why didn't you leave him to do that? Come here, for side of Mamadano. I found that out of court. Among the criminal justice system, he didn't appeal to that. I got a court in Zeribe. Amanta criminal court, justice court. I found it Tata.
Sebu. Langkan de tak na tak na. Yalo langkan de. Mbana la badu graduate, alla jama kuna graduate, mbana wa fara bakso jai de. Anyway, aling Allah la alhamdulillah.
Ya public secretary do the same thing by the lawyer. I am member ko ni Musa Sheriff naman apologize. Kumonya I withdraw. Whatever some within 24 hours, whatever some of the court. Please do that. Mr. Toure, advise your brother-in-law to go ahead with his civil action against the paper's editor and also as the reporter. No keta, this is how long whether it's defamation or not. Can we not defamation? You more coaching ya. Ya kugemea luka abichula mola. P dunia be. So aliyamu ile dabo imemfo. Baralbaro la moya damenja hasimolbu.
Ako journalisol Sidi Toure because mbitan mano o bitan fasara o wala akendi a o journalisol ka abasamba kan ko par sai nata inde bankoka andum ko lualum bankol kata manen lual nami na ninya o sosoro wala nyo wani soro ko ko nyasta bitu amen do ko ni aje magabe sambar ko
Safati Umar. Walaikum salam.
Mune police ol da bulandila journalist ol aresoto. Dawo ka jele fo. Ako kana police ol weaponize katamul arrest because of itela kuma la fotete ma. Men min silomanda ye police ol use. Ikweta Omari arrest. Ya samba court fanya inyan dama be damen fokan gammeno la jeel la moyake baro fren da be jeel jahasi kam molbul allah nande allah because mo filindir lala mo baloti aka hada malil tala ke filin ya jabe men fokan de même manjam understand ite ba mira la commune dabo bi
ne kondom ba
court nyine bayka dabo man court
wonderful
dabo be arisin la bayka ako police man nyala involve la
ñu fokan audio mais yalon ko adama baronin ba usen la diama don le kon dia kan jate analyze
abaki kan nyame
komen
oto atin me yaro ka do democratic process
ali lam Adama Barrow la
ñano ku ci war en ko jaw ñano fi na ci lan man da banko ka wala foka ka unity do ma ñol support la
so aliya moyle ali Barrow mera ka damen fo jandu yaji la be damen abe kuma dabala kuma kan ta ka ba yel mandi kan to ban ko ka hada madin la kuma ta ka yel ban Barrow tari atawla bakale
nge kondo
barin kale dabala kuma moy Allah ta Barrow la kuma moy hakili mani mbe diyam ka telle ni am mo filindir lala mo Adama Barrow mo filindir lala mati abe kuma kan yinta kan ka mo filindi
nge kondo
ka mo filindi ala la mo
ate akeda victim ti la non ni mas fundamental tamita bi na jibe til beto nyata ma be democracy tamal di kam
ko be to nyata man ni
no na na ya ti la moti na ya to so bi ate fo be ko men ki ka bi ta kam ko nyol mo mi ya mo ta advice allo adol sam ka ko
ni advice on sam ko de ni jam la so Adama Barrow ba
ngamuta ya moy la kam men fo ko bi dabo be mo mel samba kanko da tala advice sol le molti ko dabo bol sabar fo dabo e police le ki wol kam ban ka fo ko police al tani le arrest ba dabo e police le ki kam ban ke arrest ba
big yo
ya dabo man police ki ni kam ba
bro da bula afa expose de
dabo man police ki ni kam de ni kam dabo ni samba ko le silo ba jela ko be men ke la ya para man police use de ana mo baro ite police le use ye bitan ne use kasa jolay sol muta dabo be jele fokam dabo be jele ko indi kam mol mako ikana police sol use against the journalists isamba ko yeda woto bari manyan ne sambala yesindi blackling to ibela influence use kan journalist sol kan dabo ka diamu jelalla imam pare ka siloji silo nyintilindi imam pare ka siloji nyintilindi adu be jeti lindi ladde ni matilindi ndente binala mbatilindi la molel adu molbabe molbe na fa la molale
akoy nawale because saya la bro da la big job nte saya ndebe na basen kayatul ndata liya saya don maliya
imake ya police le use Adama Barrow imake la boy menge moke kana ko jasi jande atilindi de imake
Marcia mare na nge kondo
exactly ya leko kamiti be masakunda 2017 2018 the mobile force from national president of the UDP fofaro mato
ya jara be dunga ko na yabe ko jasi kanya
ya Adama Barrow ya ba usen
ya jara be ko jasi kanya
every week karfundina ye bomo fay
because I believe Kabo it was the first outcome. When I have Kabi Sibula Son Mandela, why didn't you need to do that? Kabi the film facade of Majanto. I found that out of court. Among the criminal justice system, he didn't appeal to that. I got a court in Zeribe.
Amanta criminal injustice. Atata court very day. Salona man police will use. Brie kangala la mengu ya lonko salo ya file ko ibato ko yalale amam police will use de alu dawana se police will use no la woto
anyway
but I found it very dear
ni aje mbenyu audio play ka yes alanja nge kondo ni aje mbenyu audio play ka laftalo na lafta menyita la Gambia diunla bulel na mankama kunda kotoke ni. Okay, atel men kafa mankama kunda boy. Let me tell you, respect my brother. Amange mankama kunda boy, mankama kunda kotokela because he's no more a boy. Comme lafta men fula Adama Barrow ba usen ka diamu fo akabela moy. Bari yalo muneka Adama Barrow batandi wala muko abukela moy ba usen la nun hakilola. Akayla moy ba usen la nin kamfale nonto abe karan na bakele. Bari Adama di karan do kole yata niaje sanji say Adama Barrow kan na wala to hansa. He don't know nothing, absolutely nothing. Because amampare ka karan Adama di isi hakilo siku ya nyaonya na boy ndindole be jako sanji tang abe fuloli ya karona ya samba talibe ala fulaw da man ka foje ako sanji tan amam fem moy fula kawdo na manke ar yaram kedam yalo hakil ku yaman tambi wala e be mul bulu karawna sanji tan ete man fem moy na manke na keke o minnet nanga keke o min bari yen nanga keke o nyim min you understand because keke o mu ila nafal. So Adama Barrow is very very manipulative anu Gambia di un nyantang hakilot la Adama Barrow to bak yalo nkanyi moy lonna leko nafiko taman shero abako no wolmuko ni na dun tanyola dalilo men kan aka exaggerate ka kumo laje men ayatar ko etena man du nyola wakan Adama Barrow nyaton ka kende daji katala misilimo daji ko te Adama Barrow la de Adama Barrow is very very dangerous wala tinna yalo ntella UDP diuni ka la moyanen hakilo la yalo Adama Barrow ala ko kantel kamfanya nya we still listening to him because Adama diuni talo nani buke la moyala yes fasila na sister nge kondo Morgan good morning UDP diuni we listen to Adama Barrow very attentively because munemu Adama diuni buke la moyala akakumo menfo ya fahamu etalona and you cannot learn from the person. Adama Barrow ba usen na audio ala kuma kawni jam fata nyawnya kabela moy barakala moy ning kam fale da he have a special hate against ba usen Adama Barrow yalon dunia iko kili sabale be kering ala memfo ngam mem moy lon nalla wo kili sabol kono wala mu nyaton ko wala mu mansa muso ani lonna bar kiliya wo kiliya ay dan dulale soto muso si kiliya bar na kiliya ta la na tambita dro ate akana ke muso e man torolet lonna fanan si kiliya ni la kiliya tambita ila kiliya be na kile yeddo yalet nyaton ko ni ko be kiliya la baake dron e baaji la ko la nyaton ka yalla bon be kile yankan katolet Adama Barrow kiliyata katambi musola Adama Barrow yamira ko nyim mansaya ate yaketa ala wulula lela andu mansaya nyim manke mola keta fente kato ala woyo kwende Adama di un malaka nyitandi ko wa tilka li ayamin nudawiluha bayna nas na mansaya tilo len katala na jongle tema woto ison tabang e mansombang birin tumo men na etebe mari be falale be nyim mansaya tule koma walakin na mansaya ni londo te kilintide bawon to la Gambia bi ni keta mansati ye mansaya muta dinkende yalete Gambia diun jama beje ye mansaya muta mo kende yalete ye mansaya muta kuleti me yalon ko bafut wolom atar ko is a very very wrong concept le mot bawo nga mansal jele alaka fo meni lako yaqtaluna an-nabiyina bi khairil haqq kan nabiy mul fa manke tonya kante kan nabiy mul fa mansal le yake mo kende jama soronta alala mo men yalon ko tata dino kele kan alala mo kendol ko sahabal kono men yalon ko ye soron man salle ye soron abrahat men yalon ko alafta kata alkabati man salam namruz bun khaniyan men yalon ko ani ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam ila wato benda man salam ngul be mu man sakurun leti woto kake man sati anin kende ya temo jam fata nyolalde ning ayatar ko kende ya wala kam man saya di mola wallahi Adama Barrow itete man saya suru la Gambia but this man very very divisive andung ada kumomen kabada ni mari me hakilot wala be ni bulata no ma be abe sambala jahannaba dimba ko folo Adama Barrow ko makile fa ko ako lawyer Usain Dabo tata democratic process nyin konole bidibe masakunda change la and that is true. We believe that democratic, what not a democratic work, at a bed luale no makan, Muniatin lawyer Dabo Yanta wokoning against la. Lawyer Dabo mela, lawyer Dabo, Yade Adama Barrow, Town Tole Mati, Adama Barrow ka lawyer Dabo la kumola mwe, but a kanata kala party dunta ke mislead, because I alone no ko, Tiabu Salalu, many alonko Busaran, aye kun be dol be je be tiabu sol da nyo kun konko aye ke on yelemandi NPP supporter sol kono do dol be je yol bondi na ninsi be biti kan nin sol kun city julola nde fayni se kando kele yesi wol bota wala kono do sip ye dunde politiko kon so wo mo si fali wol nimbul lebe kanyande nin sol modol be adama bara ala nin supporter so dol be je yalon adama di mol ka fo moy kanafo adama di yo koy mu be onati a hankay isa fo no adama di mu be onati ni be ona miro bebul kadum ala fa yo le fo ala ko adama di ning be yaon la different mu munati wala mun na hakilo luti wodo alay hakilo men dila kado alay ko wala kad zarra'na li jahannama kaseeran min al-jinni wal insi lahum qulubun la yafqahuna biha ala ko nga jahannaba parendi molle men yalon ko nga hakilol dila ala ko nga jahannaba parendi jinnol ning adama diun le men yalon ko lahum qulubun la yafqahuna biha wala ko nga hakilol dila le bari la wo hakilol they don't put it into good uses lahum ayunun la yabsiruna biha nga nyali dadaila nga nyali dila pour ka korosiro ke la wo nyalu la bari ila wo nyalu nyili ibuka use into good uses lahum ayunun lahum uzunun la yasma'una biha nga tulol fanan kele la tulol nyile pour ne ku kendo nin ku kurumoy isi bondi no nyoto ima wo fanan keno ala ko molu ulaika hum qali an'am woto wo mol nim beyon lebe kanyande sila wol bota adama ya control to ala le nyimfo so ite nin ala hakilo dila kaje ko itela wo hakilo meye nim beyon la miro fatandi ite bukana wo miro nyin itela wo hakilo nyi bukana use no into good uses membe kila adama diyan woto adama din jato le bela bar beyon la miro le bebulu anu ala ko jahannaba parendi wo mo si falle because ning lawyer daboko Sidi Touré IGP me yalon ko wala mo police institution na nyaton ko Adama Barrow ko ye false information wala ye character of defamation of character yole kala Adama Barrow tata lawyer le ay police institution o jele ayala lawyer je which is very mbe bulisi blocos no ay wala atata la lawyer le ama samba police. The one thing tenga me understand te malualo de bari ngalon ko ndunta case dol kono janne ninte Essa Jawla wultan tatal na lawyer ya kule yem bodan tata report na lawyer ya what have that to do with the police bari ni wulita kule yem boda ntata police nga ko ni report there the police will involve into the issue wala mukoka kuonyi investigate ntenga kuonyi memfo fotonya na fotonyate yeta the both side babe la moila mune mutonyate when they find out the truth they will transfer there or they will ekafunya they vitalize it coming ka extend can report ni me yalo ya investigate the police suit case sabeta mintole eba further to the criminal cases but here Adama Barrow manta police atata case ni report ala lawyer le case ninta against the journalist jomale tata sidi Touré Adama Barrow tata sidi Touré le ba atata police le ba this have nothing to do with the police mune sidi Touré involved yet na manke fambula kutoret so lawyer da wakadia munyela this have nothing to do with the criminal case. Why the city today will use the police institution? Kafandundi kuoko no memankala hajiti. Kado Adama Barrow police jele, ayala lawyer ja, I prefer kala lawyer to follow the due procedures. So city today jomale ate bula katawo journalist no makafo ko spreading the false information. Because this have nothing to do with the state. It is not a state matter. It's a civil matter. It has nothing to do with the government but the NPP. Bini Adama Barrow funtita na say that even ala nyindia mo kona ya foje ako ana fama le belola koteke who give that information to Adama Barrow how authentic that information is ka foko Adama Barrow ni lawyer double belola 2026 so what is wrong Adama Barrow na afo UDP koleko afo Gambia diuni as a president kalo nim fama le be murla nyoborola atal ko UDP mela candidate nomination okay. But it is wrong for someone to come and say that Muhammad Jalebe kela NPP la candidate. How childish is that? Al kaje ko Adama Barrow manke leader ti me yalon ka benim banko kala. Adu Gambia diuni. I will tell you one thing. Let us be very careful. Mbe dibile kono dibo me yalon ko we have to be very careful. Yes, setanoje. Adama Barrow be tembo mentoteng. Adama Barrow abe tembo mentoteng. Adama Barrow ajareta ka Gambia dundi problem okono. And we have to stand on our ground and say that no, let us not accept it. Adama Barrow feels so entitled. Ntemu president, he is so upset being a president. Kaje ko president you are, ila was stupid full thinking. Kanita ni mola ko ha onunto cool. Ha president na ko silo ebo kun ko na nyanta bola wala ko. President na ko silo ebo kun temodo. He is so stupid. Many kanyin kuma sifal fo. Very foolish word all lemunit. So Adama Barrow ya menako president ya beta tala dandanyine la ha ntele mu president ntele marta police wala ntele marta nyinna nsaje ba Adama Barrow one thing inyanta wala lonna wala muko you cannot put Gambians life in danger and we tolerate and we accept it. Ya ye benyin ta menating Gambian we have to stand on our ground. Mbenyin sojarol na security. What we can tell you people, don't let anybody to use you as their animals. Niaje Adama Barrow kallo Gambia di unaka kafale ko ntelebe lola diatame akuyatame. Ay jiko soto jomalle to atil sojarol atil polisol. But one thing alinyanto lonna nim problemo wulta Gambia. Ali balle soto Gambia atil sojarol. Al diun lebe Gambia. Al bari musol lebe Gambia. I tell you are part of that society. Will you be ready to destroy your country for one individual? Will you be ready to put your family's life in danger for the one individuals? Walam Adama Barrow. Adama Barrow aduta nyawne. Gaddafi. Ye Gaddafi je. Sanji tanna na be marlola. Adama Barrow nganyim foene hakilotu. Mol lebe bala setano le muiti. Setano kurto lebela. Nafiko men kallo. Ikafo eko Adama Barrow. Ntete mansa sosola. Itele mansati. Ntebuka mansa soso. Nafiko lomu. Misilime nafiko lomuiti. Mujabi no lomuiti. Ala yaje kafo moli fani ko ka mansa soso ika alale soso. Anyon fani yate caring. Idosi mata kuma ka onyin bota momo le bulu. Esa Jawla ko yenyon fani ya fola te caring. Ala ko mole ko qada rabbuka alla ta'budu illa iyyahu wa bil walidayni ihsana. Alikana momo batu. Do not associate any partner with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ala yine fo molye. Ako bar kabonte Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala batola. Wala mu aliye nya lawululaluma. So there is nothing like a commander-in-chief. Allah be jola menna al-kiyama. Allah yin nonsense mentality, slavery mentality to treat you as an animals. Itemu sojarolti, you should be loyal to your commander-in-chief. What about your parents? Ulula men yaloko ala koyeko ufal ata kullahuma uffin ala koyeko barran bil walidain kanyenye ulula fulolma ako wasaina li insanu bi walidayhi hamalatu ummuhu wahnan ala wahnin wa fisaluhu fi amain ibama yedune kal kononto abe fono lefe anin kundi mo benyola bataho batay yalon abe duni kole yabe larin kole yaka kono ma yabe dimendi nyame wo muso ena yete wulu ala ka yesusu ndi sanji fula jannabe da bondila aye da bondi fana ene balakando ate suto sinola musole onyimbe tayi. Some foolish person to come out and say that be loyal to your commander-in-chief and forget about your parents, and that commander-in-chief putting your that parent, that mother life in danger. You must be a foolish security. You must be a stupid security to believe such bogus statements. There is nothing in this world you can compare with your parents. So protect your parents. Protect your families. Than protect that greedy peoples. What other city did Adama Barrow have? Iko Gambia duni. Ko Sanji Saba. Iko mole ko Sanji Saba sa mbeta na constitutional mandate. Wala tenankate Gambia diun men yalon ko. Alikaf lafi ko. Alikafo mole ko kila ko tenne ala ko tenne na mansalteng al nafiki al bula. ntele yaf na fi ko le malti nin kila be balura be Adama Barrow kan kuntula Omar ibn Khattab wasetal baluri Adama Barrow la account kono 200 million be laari ngeto Gambia diun la leptano to baby fula e kade one incubator la Omar ibn Khattab tital baluri Adama Barrow la al account kono 200 million be Gambia musol ka fatinto lack of the oxygen ordinary oxygen Omar ibn Khattab star baluli Adama Barrow la account kono over 200 million be jeto Gambia diun la during the operation courant ka off Omar ibn Khattab ya fo mola albula wonyaton konoma na fi kolu al bodende la muslime ya koma albo muslime ya di characterize la albo muslime ya to tinyala ka selfish individual ta ke defend muslime ya la na fi kiyalam al na fi kolu ala abula Omar ibn Khattab ngama nal sayentel labanko mu constitutional stateless Adama Barrow na be mo police la akata to the extent that kamol tony bara katun constitution ko kanyinin kafo mole I quote from section the power bestowed on me through the constitution section 5 abu kafo I quoted from the Quran verses abu kafo I quoted from the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam bari itena afiko ikanna lo kafo ko Omar ibn Khattab na la wo nyinya be Usman ibn Affan ni la wo nyinya be eni la wo tiliwni be e ko moli ka woli bunya nyame moli ka wol treat nyame nga Adama Barrow treat wo nyama me yalon ko fuarol la kodo akati ka kadi individual be na speaker of the parliament aka moto jolle borim aka moto men borim de costed more than $8 million. Is that not a true? Saying wo banku diun la letanol kono during the operation Kuran Kata, wo banku di la leptano kono. Gio ka kuntuje doctoral be bulo kula men fone buka sotono. This is not a nko or here I say. I was in the hospital there. More than 3 weeks in the hospital on kono. I witnessed a lot of stupid and heartless things many aloke happen ka wo leptano kono. Ba Hussein man kuma killing for them. Adama Barrow will never respond to Ba Hussein. Ay ñenen karo meke de mega bank me yalon ko ya wafu Gambia diun la fion lam Adama Barrow I will never come out and answer that ata diamula wala Gambia diun mo lunkilon ko mo taworo fatal lunkilon ko mo muam fatal Adama Barrow never come out and address that issue as a Muslim ite ko OIC wala kina muslim mo jomale bal la serious. This OIC, I don't even know the importance of it. Gambia diun lebe fakan Tunis. Gambia diun lebe Tunis kono meni yalon koy fata. Sula lebe tilimbali ya kekela. Tunis is part of the OIC. Gambia diun le ka tocho Morocco kono. Gambia diun le ka wolle tocho Morocco. What crime do they commit there? Because they want to pass through Spain. They want to pass through to go to Spain. Tunis the same day, Libya the same day. The Nafik leaders, useless leaders in Africa. You will never see any one leader in Africa condemn Tunis for inhuman treatment they are doing against their citizens. But this and Adama Barrow, Tunisianul Tata Hijo Lamaka, mo kemele fata during the ila Haji time. Adama Barrow write a condolence letter to those Tunisian government. The same government who is killing, torture our citizens for no reason. Self-hate, charity beggars. You can go to UN. The fake African leaders, they can go to UN and stand before the world telling them, yeah, what is going in Afghanistan, we condemn it. Useless leaders, your own citizens are suffering under the hands of the Tunisian government. What have you condemned there? Why don't you stand in UN and condemn those Tunisian government and tell the world to take the action, what they are doing against our citizens in Tunis? What crime do they commit there? They are only crime because coming to the Tunis. And they are your Muslim OIC members. Fake, fake, fake. Tilimbalia men kal diun la Libanon nyolto. Al kamune foje. Are they not the OIC members? Because you don't value the life of your citizens. Ite la banku di mo funding ke ol men yalo ko sama wala mo banko la sama alfaluti wala niol be bola mo taworen yo kabolun kile. You never address that, but you can send the condolence letter to the people men yalo ko they want to fulfill their Islamic religions. You can condolence with those people. But ila banku di on funding ke ol men bali mo namu jolalti men fal nyol le kete la namo jo. Well, you never talk about it because you care less about the life of those people. And then mol kana leader so yalo Adama Barrow mu leader kendolti but abe fania mo kendo mo kurun kaboralale mo kurun banghani mo kendonya because mo kendo alale ke protect mo kendo la daji ko le ke attract mo kurun la daji ko le ke attract wala kina mo kuruni Adama Barrow in fact birana ta Gambia mannerless behavior yola dundi na bankoka Alfal mambunya sort of correct. Alfa no, I will promote because Fatima Jawla be loring Adama Barrow nyatina abe al mamul beji alkal yalo mente jakal Gambia misil me yala. Yaje Africa mofindu ale mofin bankol jube bang misil mol be siarin da menitola. What kind of development? Ta Guinea majority wala na del Guinea yawni albe batalal alla banko kan alman kutu tenoji ni tata Gambia Guinea on ye dabula mo la politiko kono etata Senegal Guinea on ye dabula la politiko kono etata Sierra Leone Guinea on ye dabula la politiko kono etata Guinea Bissau Guinea on ye dabula la politiko kono alla banko al kaborjela alman kutu alla banko ka wande banko la kal kata kutu wala kal be dund la nyokon Aliama alabe Cairo kelale with all the goals aliasoto imagine Gambia kedal la heaven on earth atel Guinea alla banko al baka kutu te woto wandi banko al kata al kalfam bay fos dindi woto al kala din kende anyi tandi woto Gambia la hakobe Gambia di un lekan ala ko inni dha'ilun fil ardh khalifa atul adama di un ngali ke responsible people le tenyim banko kan take your responsibility as a citizen bari ka bori la banko la yete fanka fondi wandi banko luma iko ka wolle la man sa decide ye ifa na banko man kutu te jeto Adama Barrow nga fale ndeko this man don't know chicken brain. He have a big brain but the sense is so small like a chicken. Ni mislimeya mafo mislimeya man betade bari yaje Gambia la problemo mislimollo amanke mislimeya jato dide but the people many come mislimeya practice because almandar dulato atul Gambia majority misil molalte dulato mujabi no le malti la ilaha ulai wala ilaha ulai al katun bonne mo men kallo e kafo ko e buka nyaton ko yamari ni nyaton ko fan yafo e manya nani tan la kene bato say nyaton ko fan yafo kene bato andu molle be la moy ka wo fan yana ite de funti la kafo mo moli ko nyim mem fota manke tonya bari ko kata nyaton ko du malala itata nyato ko duma yani tandala manke yani menka manke tonya but what about the people many aloka fan ya fo so yol to dibo kono what kind of Muslim are you ado ite ki mo kilone kanay ko kila ko o khairu ato nyade lam di kinda fo ba al ko kila ko nyade ala ko kila nyade kuntum khairu ummat ukhrijatu lin nas ta'muruna bil ma'ruf wa tanhauna 'anil munkar kila niaje la man tol fisiyata man ta kote woniti kati kanyo ya mar ku kendo la kanyo fatandi ku kurunma bari yalo Gambia ke da moneti alla ko niafo fere tarife la be mol nenila bigo sal bukala fika tonya moy ka tonya fo moy anin kan ni rokete kilintide bari Gambia di on tonya faydo afele mol nenika atelle ko kila ko sallallahu alaihi wasallam ayatul munafiq thalatha nafiko taman sira sen saba niaje nafiko la dro niaje mola nafiko lo abolu kono idha wa'ada akhlaf wala mukonaye lahidi kula asola hido nyintinya bari bi na lonna li fon dina nyato ko de normalize di lahido ni te sonda ko jeno haramu tale andi sonda ko jeno alay ko nyele ko fala taqrabu zina الكنا سوديا جينولا سوكونال باكلا إنه كان فاحشا وساء سبيلا جينو كمو فيلين دي على السيلو لما كوكورونا ما كمول فيلين دي على السيلو فنمال bari yenje genola idu yalon ko mbo jeno men ala man lafala kila man lafala yena say ko de nde wo jeno kodo sono ngawo jeno kodo di le idu yalon be jeno le yeta jame lo wala na fi ko lo muyti telefon wosta katambintela woto ni ayatari ko itila tala ko kamansa soso ala sokolom ila tala ko kalahido tinya ala sosolom woto mome ye lahido le tinya aketa mansati wala wo mansa ya ma wo halala yandi ko teke mome mansa le soso ka mansa wulindi ka mansa kaja fi fa wulita wodo wala wo mansa kaja fo hadisa you should stand by your ground kaja kay ala le soso bare mo wetare ala soso la be mansa soso la drabe mansa soso na president yala paramale bula noma alkal buka ala atel buka mansa soso al buka mansa soso baral ka ala soso le katu ala to mansati me yalon ko akafo adamadi we ko hanni mansa mo bute ete manyan hanna ye tonye ni mansa ye tonye e manya e nyanta ka duwayen ne you see jutun na ya jama be misilme ya kono misilme ya manke jutun na fentide bari misilimo le misilme ya ke jutun na fenti kato misilimo ka tonya directly ye qur'ano interpret adiyata mansa nyame ngoy ko tata di banko ka yedina nyato kol ni mansa tar je tek be diare misilme ya to nyata la banko kam because mansa kabula ni diale noma ala dum ko misilmo ne la tabi ahwa ad-dunya al-kanabu la dunya ni dia noma fo ala mo le faliye mansa ka la dunya ni diale noma mansa jolle tambita kabo abrahat nyolla kana atoldu kabo abrahat nyolla namuruj bun khanyanun fir'auna nyul bemu mollete ala le soso so ni te ka fo mole ko ni mansa soso e ala le soso bari ite membo fule ka fanya fo ite membo fule ka be na fikiyala ite membo fule de sallallahu la bari you have an audacity to stand before the people ka fo kon tebuka ala soso atari bo dulamento na fikiya ka fo be bulad wolle kon fole te tonyadi ite ko mole ko kalahido tinya kamol jamfal del ka fo alkal la qur'ano ko ufu bil ahad inna li ahad kana mas'ula alalla lahido timman say momen kalahido tinya atal dun ko ala ko ta'awanu ala al birri wa taqwa wala ta'awanu ala al ismi wal udwan al nyoya mar ku kendol al nyo semben tuya ku kendol woto nimmoy lahido tinya wo manke ku kendetide ite fanan nata kabula lahidi tinya la noma e kamuna nyitandi society la Gambia la society kono lahido is no more important. Andun kandiun karandi wolela. The character is no more, nobody care about the character. Nobody care about the morality. In a society where the morality, character, dignity is no more important, that society will forever remain in the poverty. Ndola bango manke sariam banguti. President Lota Janako, Gambia manke sariam banguti. But still they insist Sariyan konga Abu Akal Sidik nyol treat nyame. Sariyan konga Usman bun Akhtab nyol treat nyame. Sariyan konga Muawiya bun Abu Sufyan nyol treat nyame. Alko Sariyan kilon dir nyanda Adama Barrow treat la wala. By how? Iko itebu kamansa soso. Hanni mansa fani yafo itafu nyitan la kunyi manke tonyat. Bari mansa fani yafo mo menye wali yamira ko tonyalam. But that man say, "Kai go nyim do man and nyim men ya fa man ke tonya." What about the common yellow say is using spirit wall? Should anyone stand before those people and say that this is not true? So making people to believe on falsehood. Alalla mislime bankol jube sanji taworo Gambia sadadano sanji taworo albe sadadanika sanji taworo albe dependent charity leka Adama Barrow birala masakunda sita ngasilo le ala nyininka OIC kodo nyimbo tabi OIC tanto di OIC na manke wolti Adama Barrow be mune nyitano la Gambia no la ka fontele nyin doku ning ayatari ko atol bilifta atol Gambia no men yalon ko ku kilindo yalla bana yalla ba nyam baylo yalla lek fatir fu ala bota Gambia ko ku nam baylo yalla ni mama Dakar ñole mu fiti nan tun let yaje hasidi ya banko nafiki banko misilime nafiki banko aka matenne meni be tinyarola wolle mu mo kendolti meni be tinyaro kele ka wol bu fitina wulindi lalle. That is how the Gambia society is running today. Yaje meni be nafulo tinyaka fitina wulindi la tambita mo jomala me yalonko ite kilimbe sirin 5 million moto kono andu many ibe sirin men eje wolbe kumbo ka bohol kuola ite law 5 million ay bohol jolle sing 1 million 2 million 3 million every million you get one borehole. 5 million you can you see how many hundreds of thousand people can have access to the potable drink water. Ite la moto kison kilon ni manje fitina wulindi lalleti Mole du mansa kunda kono sanji killing ye million fion but was sanji killing te law ministerial position also. They make how many people suffer. Funding ke furun belorin je alemando ku soto sanji woro lay be bulari mansa noma aman fen create noye funding ke kuntauni men yalon ko ite do ko kela ime fambunya ime fam horoma. Anko in society tinyatali the calibers of people that the people take them as the role model. The society take them as role model. Gambia ma sibo boytatil kan. You have a kat dindion mwekafo mod sabal 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 is my role model. Shame of you. What should take a human being to be your role model? The character is very important. Kila niaje ala kayko innaka la ala khulqil ajim ila daji ko manke nyinde kana nka grammatic level na grammatic is perfect because most of the Gambians think today niteka itala grammatic is perfect, you speak very good English, then they will define you as a very intelligent somebody. They think that speaking perfect grammar or speaking perfect English is a way of success in life. Success in life. Go to Britain. How many poor people are there who were born in Britain, who are raised in Britain? They are British. They speak English, but they still remain poor. Language does not make anybody to be a rich man. It does not make anybody to be a successful. But ambition, leadership quality is not about how perfect you can speak. The leadership quality is based on your character. But leader me yalonko. Ate tonya fola moli. Bankudun la concern moment ate funti la kafo. Ni moli funti taka idea di aka funti ke neni. Bari yalo mune keda. Eko. Alako. Wama asabatu min shay'atin famin nafsika. Wama asabatu min hasanati famin Allah. Adamadiun kole ya jama katambi adamadiun life kono that are causes of yourself, your handmaids. Gambia problem member Gambia be it is our handmade. The poverty in the Gambia is an artificial poverty created by our own people, but not by God. Al kanal be ko lala alala ala tenne ala koyko inna makanna fil ardh lahu atayna kulli shay'in shababa 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 nga femfe ngalandi nyin dunia kono nga sababu le kala ala koy jamfa nepotism la iko ite jamfa la nepotism la ala koy jamfa corruption la ite jamfa la corruption la be corruption endorse kan wo corruption e masi bo mel la ka fa bi ka jam yalla la ban jam yalla jam sabu pala ya ko def bul tonya yalla bul tonya ala deful dara ya ko def ning ala koyko choose the people as your leader. Many their character pass with your culture, their character pass with your religious. You care less because I have a hatred for this individual, then I will endorse incompetent person even though I know that he is not competent. What do you expect? You didn't vote based on competency. You voted based on hatred. But you still want to have development. Most of the people voted for Barrow. They don't vote it because of his competence. Ya for Moli yende. Moli kalwe ka fwe thank God we didn't have Buru Sose. Thank you we didn't have UDP government. You have Barrow government because of the hatred. Now your hatred fruit is red. You want to have something else? You didn't vote for development and you expect the development. You have a useless youths. Many America, they can sit in media and express themselves in English. We term them as intelligent people. How can you be intelligent? Ite malonko, muna munna nafat. Ite youth so membe Barrow noma. What benefit do you have from Barrow? When you see your fellow youths are dying in the sea, in the 60s of numbers, 20 of numbers, you still don't have any sympathy for those people. And you know the reason why those people are dying in the sea. As a youth man, you should be ashamed of yourself, defending the government who careless about those youths. Ngo, dinjama be fa kan Gambia kono ifale fa, ibale fa, atel musolu. Al kallo al bafala yaay kompinol e beta atel yaay kompinol me yalon ko mo keme be je kan ka $100,000 ki kay ka di yalla. Share that 100,000 within yourself. Whether ni kuranta wo 100,000 on yimbe jara nolal. Abe jara nolal. Niaje alako mole ko la taqtulu awladakum min qasyatin imlakin nahnu narzuqukum wa iyyakum inna qatlan kana qitaan qabira. Al kanali diuni fa because of the you are scared of properties. Don't kill your children due to the scare of poverty. Amanke nyinti ko yeta ye kono tinya katu fuaro lo muit. Amanke nyinti ko ye wulu ye diun fay katu fuaro lo muit. Barabe nyim fanam kono ko mo kanna yalon ko yete fotale. Mani kuole bela akata akamano sang akatulo sang akanna kafo e ko to extend that with the life of your children. Ete ngalo na ko nyim 5,000 o me adinna. Nyim mani boto me adinna. This will cause the life of my children when they are sick. They fell sick in somebody left another, no medicine there. So it don't have 5 years life complication. You exchange it with the 1 bag of rice. Ala ka diamu nyinela. Niaje ning ala diamu da ka fula allakum taakiluna. Tuma do batal sike hakil malti. La taqtulu awladakum min qasyatin imlakin. Nahnu narzuqukum wa iyyakum. Inna qatlan kana qitaan kabira. Al kanali diuni fa because ntemu fuaro lati monata mani bodo dinna so that in sinna 5 years vote dila ndiwo ye sasa ita lepta noto na fata je ko alala kiti tala atare alaman kitala ite baye tele ya fa kodo menyanta ite la wodiu jarala yole ci kay ya dila ya sange mani boto la in seti yeta sange borola e kabulo ko si kedo e diwo ye meni nyanta ko ka doku dulal yele. Create the job for your children. Many are they graduate. It can solve Barrow noma. It don't graduate from college. It don't graduate from universities. They are still begging them. Yeah, Joma Ben attended as a majom Jenan Deho. Is that not a disaster? A government, a president, menkalo before the woman. Musome wuluta. Akalla kafaiko. What do you want? What do you want me to do for the youths? Is that not a shad? President Bankola Mansa, wakallo akafo mbemune keno la youth sol. Is that a disaster? Parliamentary politics la Gambia no hadani ole beje. No hadani ole beje. Man la fi UDPAC. Okay, lafta barole si. If I nyenen kabang ite muso. Barola si onin saintema what has changed in my life? Mune la falinternal life kon. I mune develop into the life of my children. Say my UDP manganye no problem. But in tell UDP la ganye balia, I mune not in the nabal wokon. Ask yourself about this. Brother Sana, welcome.
Barakabage, brother Essa Benyadi.
Benyandro, alhamdulillah.
Ne konto way ne la mo lal be konto ani jiber lal.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, mbente la life le fe say na trebe topiko do kachaka. Hello.
Yes, ntulo bela. You are loud and clear.
Yeah, mbente la topic do le fe me alonko. This is exactly me emphasize and this is going to be my way of politics from 2024 kata 25 kata 26.
Yeah.
Gambia mfitara positional to me along say it's not about politics koke pour mole kato faye pour ila patio e kanye.
Exactly.
It's about kato nya fo nyoye aning ya choose either ilafta kadaha or ilafta kabata.
Exactly.
Yes, lafta UDP patio e kanye, lafta lawyer Ousainou Darboe ke the next president in 2026. But in tete mo nehal la pour ka fe kato fay UDP wala kato fay lawyer Ousainou Darboe.
That's it.
I'm not gonna beg for any Gambians to vote for UDP or lawyer Ousainou Darboe. Nte mo nehal la nte kodo dila moye pour kato fay UDP wala lawyer Ousainou Darboe. Yes, I will sell the ideas of my party. I will market my candidate. I will campaign for my party and my candidate. But remember, Gambia started to be more kumpa Gambia. Ni may I choose to sacrifice another 5 years just because of a bag of rice coming out for Nyami, or because of a mayor T-shirt, or because of tribalism, or because of a false statement. Kafeko ni UDP masa kunda shida je beta fintin la jale ila mburu ni mbotale.
That's it.
Especially men be sitting Gambia sato kono ala metel fintin di wala itela ma plan pour ka finti Gambia la metel only place to yemen soto itelo ko because of tribalism wala ba sabula they will choose Barrow over any candidate.
That's their business.
Wala it's because of nepotism wala sabe Barrow choose la over any candidate comme alon ko ka fonu in 2021 Barrow mo ma genal UDP parce que UDP parti social. I will leave you to suffer for the rest of your life.
Wallahi.
Yale bi ne mina wulita bi. Na nebo hudo to bi menkata busu balati. Ni news men wulta je wala na news men receive je wala mo sungo bidik fula iboyta wala kan kunu suto. Ni suta tambila me alon ko sama keda fonyoto keda molbe la de bunko ne be mira kam fo bungo be boyla fele bungo te boyla sungol waya out on the street itara nyapi fula bidiko fula kan nyapi ka dobe je fulo nyin abe la na bidiko konole fondin keo aba taro nyin domo do kuka nyapita ka ya barama ya la bidiko fongota ya la kodote itata.
That's terrible.
Essa itara dunia banku kay ko lack of security le beje nyapin kango siata boy kango siata itara dawde sal nga banko be kolyari ne balo
Of course
be kolyari nga banko kan wala a banko on employment ne siata je wala ka nyapin kango ni atagol siandi banko kay tata dawda. So if you have a president melo nga ka steering bragging about things many alon ko afani alatalla manso tema amake amantilipa alama Barrow lota Gambia sato be kona ko now it have enough capacity for a generator dota ye park aside pull in case Gambia be alon ko alama Barrow me fom political kangolti Gambia be alon ko kurawmo ragere Gambia anu kurawte ragere no Gambia as long as alama Barrow masa kundale beji still ye nyaka so wala wo no ba wannati alama Barrow lota ko tuba bol kaylo ko ibe do ko mena sombo warata le development sombo warata e bulo tala aside.
No, that's not laughing man.
Gambia kono be alon ko fo alama Barrow do ko la famantra do ko la ye nyaka so wala because of what tribalism. Alama Barrow lota ko tubabu jaman tubabu na tala banko kan akaka e ko ele capitalo is very very nice. Banjun ko ni Gambia dungole yalla no ko fo la capitalo nice la fama nice.
Na brother. Mosi bo capital balin sate ko. Jaman ding balin. Yebo je yeta bo Gambia. No, adam bini nga nyum mo kwanza aka akwo ni anafona kanjelene.
Mobe siri lawa nyomi. Ni ko lawa nyomi barabe wolto Essa yamay. Fas jaga choy ñol tuba angale ñol molbe siri je men ya lonko bili ya jame jamano e ka boga bara e ka ferlo te kata school on time e ka jika muru back to bara on time molle be men kata do ko wala banjul civil servant sol molle ka bo bara e kata wafiro la banjul mal soto everything was going fast and on time There was a time for sign Bilia Jame Silo Nida Kabo Essa Kata Kerawan, Molka Bona Billing Jokadu, Billing Kerawan, Ikanaban Unikamu.
Yeah.
Arabaro Jamano Ferio Bukasi Karafula Mompani.
No.
Last year, no student will many allocated exam will matano. No student will many allocated exam will ya push it aside. No student will many allocated exam will fail because during that time, il a fait yotinyata. Jimara play bita trans Gambia la play ta school la banyu.
No. Yes.
But the same Gambia will Essa and Teleafoe, men be lower nyomi, men be steering there, men they are affected by the ferry service. Abe Jarle connected. Ni election was 2026, you can't fight Barrow because UDP party social.
Yeah.
Wo mo kilo be steering Essa. Abe Jarle, Adam Barrow Abe Jarle, for example, the other day. Adam Barrow will give $100 million to one big fish from UDP. A big fish have crossed from UDP to NPP. And that $100 million then I thought fair you did that. I got $100 million politician then I left alone that. I got $100 million a big fish from UDP then I now work Markway.
It's so sad.
I got $100 million journalist sola. Puleka jaloti, then I gambinol marko. So say gambinol be siri, sutu ka musulme no kumofo. Ni munkule te me alonko ama minuko nka fole because of political. It was passed by members of the National Assembly. Ya make sure that president of musola ndawolo $150,000 is still. Dalasi wuli keme. Dalasi wuli talul tilo. $150,000 a day. President Muso call Soronda Wolola. President Muso come Soronda Wolola. Nia multiply by 30 days. It's $4,500,000. That's a million nani. Wuli Kemelul. President Muso call Soronda Wolola. Karokon.
How many bohole let take water?
Samokono mu $54 million. Multiply that by 12 months. $54 million. Adam Barola Muso, Fadamana Barbaro, a call Soronda Wolola, million talulu aninani. And Masa Kundalaka wala Kuramo Jo. Number one. Fulanjam Kuramo Buka Faji. Masa Kundalaka wala Jojo. Fulanjam Jo Buka Mankiji. Adam Baroka Daku tut broso and I don't tut peso for Masa Kundalaka Sankadiala. Adam Barokata Kut Dame, Masakundal Kajo. Ala Musula Balo da Dame, Salonol to Mekopol Mekage, Masakundal Kajo.
Well, I name Amparebo Lageti.
Nisa Sadafara, Ikate Jara to any country of their choice. Saumana Kanya, Adam Baroka Kana left town all State House. And Adam Barola State House, I'm staying Dame. When you ban you left town Tema, it's less than 5 miles. That
brother, I hate to talk about this because because I know what I went through there.
Yeah, RVTH hospital visit la abuka muto ta akatama simola na left talalo surprise visit to la kamenke akatama simola itaje. So say araboro bina left lola State House or left alo State House, it will be more well equipped than the main referral hospital in the Gambia. Now left for them, they will have the best medical doctors, they will have the best medications, they will have the best facilities. So say left State House, you might be the first family Adabaro la Musona Dumati and in close ministers and Kumba. So nim politiko sida ya musolta ye branding mol noma e kamene di musolla inyo muso kata maymuna baldeti inyo muso men kamta ko maymuna site dabo nyol inyo muso men kamta ko fay mana jawaral wolle kata karerol sika wolle kata jibindal sika wolle kata tabir bolo sika ike asambe inyo musoli in this 21st century Gambia politician ka karerol di musolla
it's too
in this 21st century, it's Musola Kata Munedi, Musole, Nyo Musola, Posambrol, Jibina Portol, Tabir Langolu, generator in this 21st century. That be generator mo eta kura masambalaje ba ito ko la banko kan you have enough capacity for general rolande aside wala sabu ko gambe no le mi fan jawodi o gambe musu kilungol wala kanalo ko denge ikafu ko mbuguma party nanga for example if he said that Lawyer Dabo is all you don't want to vote for Lawyer Dabo you have Mama Kande you have Essa you have younger leaders but Annie you still want to tell UDP that go yo change your leadership
sana may break but mol kallo ka ate banna medical ka fonte fon ko we are waiting you 2026 I laughed because unko ko ila mol mental planet Mars unko be Gambia kono na mol be jet al be kata mar security why do you brag that yeah we are waiting you for 2026 ite be mol live le kono ndete men kono ila mol beta tu mol na mol tita men so it's like you are laughing at yourself so
the funny thing is that there is a trend or there is a name now that they call themselves the silent voters. Essa for silent voters all. What man try Gambia call maybe planet Mars leba.
No, njay mane la call maybe planet Mars le till live in Gambia.
If you are a silent voter, you choose to vote for Adama Barrow still, or because you hate Adama Barrow, UDP because of tribalism. You hate UDP because you don't like Lawyer 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, and you are a silent voter. You feel like you should decide, or you are the deciders of elections at the ballot box. Then be after 2026, we will all continue to live in the same Gambia. It is a new UDP man kanyo kaka UDP a problem bad. It is a new Tonya left a kanya. Tonya left a UDP masakundala. But if we don't win election still, let it be. We will continue to suffer in this same Gambia. This is my philosophy now.
Yeah.
This is my way of politics. You either vote for me and give me the chance to prove myself to you. If you don't want to do that, they suffer.
That's it.
Because in take a UDP party nyaonya, billahi wallahi tallahi, mba campaign yo kila ko UDP masakunda isi. Lawyer 𝒂𝒄𝒏 isi as my president elect. But Lawyer Dabo for man deliver within 5 years. Gambia lawyer design.
They and I will even campaign as because until Lawyer Dabo can la file important in the mall life this and they will somehow say that doing it from Base from you I know this kind of the softness that my people used to go through. So
but before let me make this point clear.
You know, another failing young Joe Dolom, but in Dolom,
let me make this point clear.
No, he can stay. Mr. Brother can stay. I just
for the past 1 year, we have seen Gambians. For the past 1 year, we have seen Gambians. We have
he can stay. Just small. He can just stay.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. You are welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm content about it. No more serious note, content about it. And I'm so much proud of you. Absolutely, I'm so much proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Keep up the good work. Kila audio follow and then your live videos for
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm so much proud of you. Ebe topic government topic kumaba. Gaminol nyansala la hakilo tambindi inyato kanata moma. Nimbanko I can point to me for the tribalism. It is as old as our country's independence. Hanimbi that old book Nim Gaminol Ma Sorong. It will continue to haunt us for the rest of our life. Ahead of our development. Seriously. Because Moliela Siology Mambankoji. The political, the grassroots politics. Barenka Kumasifa, Remarksifal Moy during the last presidential election. It was so disheartening. Most of them Bango Katari Miracle Miranya. It's so troublesome, definitely speaking. Fortunately, Lunta platform dolo kono you know, alay italon dolo you are nga kanjamala mo.
Yeah.
You take on you for nak take on for but Lunta la platform kon mbeje. But kan la platform la agenda mangi fofende le foka manegoke.
Bravo. Wallahi.
Kamera buka diamu dan kila kuma kan just enjoying.
Mo le mude. They are Muslims.
You know? they fail to realize for 8 kilo for they fail to realize for there is no market which is this the Maneka market. This is a fuller market, this is Wolof market, this is Jawla market. We all go to the same market, buy the same commodities, the same price. Nin nga yewa so den banko kan fo nga si ko le lande wallahi la dabo let's change him mantra kon kan fo fe na valid side seriously speaking yeah wala mu to yaati yes honestly speaking hani ya pondi mo lonto nga beautiful ko nga ya pondi bi nga man ni ko sene je the same fight abole same trend that is the 100% truth yes so nga mo sala nga mo to because we believe that in banko dingo lenyanda ka bondi yeah akalo menko alenga mo tomorrow alabe makwela inshallah alabe makwela bawo ala ke ntol mon feñu na ngeen banko di because abibu ka fono sama bari ni atra mol kalna particularly nta abibu ka fono bawo ka fono diamo yeah wala fa warta
ba itala miroto ikaji man fota amanjari na siolo for because it's very sensitive sometimes but at the end of the day men tambita le bala ibe ika mandinka ya men kelete wala kilomila mandin koloka nyajibe at the end of the day back in the days ni mandin kolle kata moti men ni be giya ye dula dila. Not only Kadula Kens of Madila, ye Musu Dila, but will not turn around most of them yet in that manding come like enemies. But you know, like these are things that we don't normally want to discuss because Gambia being in the world. But it's part of the matter.
Yeah. Initially, it is as old as our country's independence.
Independent, that's true.
You understand? So, okay. Alfalmi yalunko alma planye meli yalunko leo ni yulo dunna wala nan wole transfer kana from the generation of mentor it's not taking us anywhere. You'll be surprised yalunko is less than
la banco do banco nie prosper
banco
do banco nie prosper
no you'll be surprised that yalunko is around 10-11 years. He's talking about tribalism
from the home.
Exactly. So
that is the whole
good. No mental nyama, and you will be nala. Understand? So you never batandika.
One day, nothing do member jabe school. Sula le fa motive. Ala parents all nata. Akon nothing do yeko item Africanolete. Yeah, ala school principal. Yala parents all call ka kili ka anitandala dinwe kuma kama for ni manke dinwe na kuma county adinwe alfa la kuma kama. So please next time na you happen to repeat dinwe expel and it's just like a 10 years old child. Yala parents all if something like this happen, they are going to expel the child from the school because this is not what their school stand for. Exactly. And these are the only issue that you can try to eradicate social. Because parents sold the car for didn't ka karam parents sold la.
Exactly.
It's very sad.
Very
sad.
But yalong at the end of the day for now, metaunte yala jandrong anika jawya fueke fan jawoti. Because nimfata ko nimfata fuel many alko if they can coexist, they can coexist in other parts of the world. Why for the full member they would have fought thing do killing? That because of time the coexist.
And so you know what is even funny? It ever America ndebe German jack. We integrated into society. May need religious killing. We are not the same race, but they tolerate us and they allow us to work here because they don't care about our color, but our capacity. The interest that they are gaining from us. But until ngana banko bula nata banko kadame yalonko ntate jandi nite dina kilinti ntel mo kilun si falti fanambe sirin jambe this same kuome yalonka bena banko ka we are endorsing it and still encouraging it. That is disheartening.
Okay, but yalon, is this not Mr. Cyberman, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. It's good to have you, Mr. Mane. Your Nkela posts on follow, and your posts are very, very educating.
Adam banda munda real nyanchoti.
The reason why I asked whether it's him, and now you know, we are better doing call about it.
I am the specialist.
I had a question for you because now we are better doing call. So, being an opposition is oppositions are partners in development as far as governing is concerned. But at the same time, the main responsibilities of opposition parties or opposition individual is to hold the government accountable. But another Muneje is the opposite in the Gambia. Opposition going after opposition, opposition holding an opposition party accountable, opposition investigation an opposition party, especially for senior level, for senior level doing call. It's all about going after opposition political parties like UDP, GDC, but they will never go after the government of the day.
Exactly. Yalo nkamem for la quoto.
Yeah.
Yalo kafo ning kamfa tol kafuto nyoma ya kafo law.
Thank you.
In kamfa le betarla pati okono. Fo janning fafaw. The la leadership 2 or 3 they are all Protestants. Well, I'm going to try they shouldn't let you know that they should.
Yeah, Protestants. Exactly. I think the Protestants, maybe only the Christian will understand the ideology of the Protestant. But
good.
They are revolutionaries. So many.
No, one time I asked myself, Uncle, if a political party like DOI that has been in existence for more than 40 years cannot pull more than 3% in any national election, and those members are so proud to be DOI members, all they are so proud and they already brag about it. So what about a political party like UDP? Is the biggest political party in Gambia. Need to proud. What about Intel?
Exactly.
But they always have the concern of UDP being proud of a UDP being proud of being a UDP. That's always a problem for them.
I will tell you one thing. You know the mentality, maybe those days in URR. When I was in primary school, you know, those days most of the children, many they score good marks. You know, those days primary school living certificate examination was existed. You know, so even the children, many they are smart. They associated themselves with the DOI because they have this DOI belief that those who are intelligent, the only intelligent people are the DOI supporters, and this are still the mentality of many of the DOI supporters. That are the most intelligent and honest people in that country. And then the one thing I want for then Hanisam Barindim Konoton in that candidate.
I will agree with Mr. Mane, not because I'm a platform and I come clean for Namara come far to learn together because in Menkata, Doyle Carola, military Akuma say Kawulu and Kai. Then it be Jawla, it'll come on the Taifa.
Okay, and I will tell you one thing also. You know why most of their supporters they don't appreciate UDP? Because the trend between them and the PPP, the same DOI is seeing the UDP as a PPP and NCP because these are the people who form the UDP.
Yeah,
and that trend that was between them and the PPP, the same trend they are using to treat the the United Democratic Party. And the problem what again? Those supporters, one thing those supporters, you know, I always tell them they are more jama be friendly. Yalon nanyan joate kela hitano. Most of the day supporter, I hate to discuss about my fellow, you know, opposition. But one thing is that DOI never appreciate UDP. DOI think that even the UDP, Ilanim victim soul, they violate the law. And then that's why you will never even see Halifa Sallah acknowledge the fight of the the solo standing, or you will never hear them mentioning them at anywhere. They don't appreciate because they see that those people violate the law. And then the only thing they accept it, I remember Halifa Diabu Jamabeje coalition, he only talk about Badembo. Apart from Badembo, you never hear him mentioning anybody else in the United Democratic Party. But in Kanto, in calling in comment, you are start contesting in the election, you cannot win the 3% or 4% in the whole country. How do you think that you are the face of the coalition when the majority of voters, many are votes for the coalition were UDP supporters? So you want to tell me that even those UDP supporters, you convince them to vote for coalition? So the problem with the doi walamuko adamadium hani ala ako manta kulli hizbin bima ladaynahu farihim. Momo kafu ibe men kono i movement proud wala. But appreciate the orders. Don't remove the orders. Then you will enable the Sila in peace. But this is the Doi problem. Do you think that Itolu, they are the only perfect political party? They are the only party who have honest leaders. But the other political parties leaders, they don't see any honest in them. They don't see any integrity in them. And then, Adamadi, alay mem for the Wolamuko. Ako manta akan nabiyo mole kulun ako nyadile nabiyo mo akali kin ake kina mantole kang adabe kina mantole men ka fojamani understand the language that you speak. Walakin kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ala yaki arabul aki manto benka barabota arabul le ko we don't expect kila na mandinka ka speak to the Arabs. Nabi Isa alayhi salatu wasallam, he's a Hebrew. About Arabu Kaumui. Ibrahim manke Arabot. So all these prophets is many along ko but CEO many kono ikeki wo kaune kama purin kamala ko ibe kuma kama men fola ila wolsa understand. But when they're telling the Gambians that we are not the language we are speaking, you don't understand because you are not educated. So whom are you want to lead them now? Because the people that you want to lead them, if those people are not understanding you, what is the purpose of to be a leader of those people? That is the question they have to ask themselves about it. Because na be mo alaka kinang ala mantoli kang na jamabe kang men fahamula pour ñin kamala ko la mol sa don ko ñimbe men foka but in the language speak it's a knowledge the word that you use the people is difficult to them for them to understand it. Then you have to inanta jubela ngamur back muna mistake. But they think that they are still, doing the right thing. The people who they are preaching, those are the people, many they are stupid students because they don't understand what they are saying. If the student don't understand the teacher should go back and check himself what I'm doing wrong. That's why most of the school, when the student performance are very low, they will hold the teachers to accountability. But they don't want to accept that. The students are the difficult people. They are stupid to understand the language that they are using because their grammatic is too high. When your grammatic is too high for the student, then lower your grammatic, whereby the student will understand.
Very well.
So, doing a problem.
Yeah. In the last press conference, near follow. Exactly an element of Ibemen Fokanting, yeah. They were in election cycle for many years. Why people are not voting for them?
Thank you.
Is it that their message is not understood or what? So it's time for them to go back to the people and talk to them. So that nationwide Tony proposed for on the 28th of this October, it could be a nationwide tour. So to qualify your position point there, all I mean to go, language will be or language balmika bragala. It doesn't make sense because Mulma understand.
Okay, but Mr. Mane, so do you think? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just briefly, obviously, then I'm angel Kulova. You understand? Okay, equitable nationwide tour. They are going to talk to the grassroots because you see that they don't understand what they are telling them or their programs or what. So the best thing to do for them to do is to go back to them. So I think if the Macron then be for can bring when they come to the political arena, people don't understand. Is either the message is not accurate or the messenger is not straightforward or there's something wrong with the message itself. to my view. You know, sir?
Okay, so what do you think?
If only the message understand.
That's it.
It will found. No, seriously. If only that's something
it makes sense. It makes sense at this point. But I don't trust me. This man doesn't go to school. This old man doesn't go to school. This old man have never stepped his foot in a classroom. Ako hadama dungo ni yamuta ko ita kora mo malo. Wayete amara ko ita la lambe o be ita da mali alo. Ako ita ka to nimiso ni mo na ko. Ako doy mo patiole.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ako doy ko la be da ma ko la mo malo. Ida ma ko la mo mankara.
Good. What I at the phone mostly near the last interview, first interview after the coalition boycott. Yeah, interview. Journalists, there is 3 journalists will interview on the same subject matter. Three different journalists will interview on the same subject matter. That munad na man cabinet portion of that.
Yeah.
You remember that question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Follow. I mean, Fako, it is against the principle of his party to accept the cabinet portfolio while serving as the Secretary General of his party. That was his first point. And a second reply to the same subject matter, the same question. Ako, he will not work. He cannot work under anybody who can sack him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A third answer to the same subject matter, Ako, he knows what he can do and what he cannot do. That's why he chose National Assembly.
That's true.
You understand?
Yeah.
The same question. This is what I'm saying. So I don't know more so allow to that man from but it's important that sometimes I can see I can replay kala interview. You understand? I can't access. Yes. He is a smart dude, but sometimes malum for coming after me. The messaging if all that they are confused with their message. They don't understand.
But the certain sana wolomuko. Most of the supporters feel like if they criticize this government, they are helping United Democratic Party.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they feel. They think that when they talk about
this is why Essa, this will take us back. This will take us back to the main topic. What I mean, the Gambian soul will still prefer to suffer, or they will choose to suffer and then after complain than to do the right thing. Because if doing things like criticizing this government will help UDP to gain or to win elections, then that means this is the same day because of the hatred or because of out of hatred that they have towards UDP, they will still choose to suffer and to have a president that will not take the country forward than having UDP. Because they feel like it's an election winner. No? They don't have the manpower, they don't have the capacity, they don't have the base, but they would rather be on the road as a block than to let Mr. win no way win.
That's good.
So this is done. So this is why at the end of the day, it's not even necessary to waste the time on Doi.
Having said that, let's just forget about those issues. Because if we talk more about them, it means we are giving them relevance.
We spend time on unnecessary things, you know. Thank you so much. Also, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Essa, at the end of the day,
yeah,
who fula bija left them if you don't mind.
yeah. Go ahead.
Number one, Nintiko, for the past 1 year, mental bitate, Najele na banku dingolu, and in journalist solu,
yeah,
and in media houses solu, they wasted a lot of time and energy on UDP la flag bearer or UDP la candidate for the 2026 election. Ye rise soto iba nyini kakandulalto, iba kachala dulalto, ibuka UDP nyaton koje, wala iba mang interview kay manyi kanyun topikola.
Yeah.
Ye na chairman ni na mail be nyini kanyun topikola le. Ye party leader fa nyini kanyun topikola le. UDP dungol fa difference sota kola. Anu anika be kachaka unless and until we don't put a stop to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, me. Wale asabu until UDP started chapter.
Yeah.
During our Congress, we make it categorically clear to our journalists or many journalists that if that's going to be an interview or if they have the chance to interview any of our leaders, this question will not be asked.
Okay. You know, Sana, I think some of these issues until UDP don't you can blame us. Because
why the decision? It's not that we want to be dictators. It's not that we're trying to control the media or the journalists from asking questions. But UDP started tackle mental journalism school. But I know a lot about journalists. Journalism in an interview. I can't interview journalists because it's kind of controversial or it's my private life or private matters.
Yeah.
Journalist sometimes when they model interview America and CNN, Fox News, ABC News, MSNBC, then it be candidate from interview a question in advance.
That's true.
For them to familiar themselves with the questions before you interview me.
Before interviewing, yeah.
So we as UDP and also now it's high time for us to protect our leaders. It's high time for us to protect ourselves from controversial questions. It's going to be a distraction to us. Because we need to stay focused and we need to be on top of the topic or the current affairs. The current affairs is very important to be the corruption scandals many are be carrying Bangkok. The lack of justice many are be carrying Bangkok. The nepotism be carrying the civil service also. The oppositional buy or oppositional tax for them to declare that NPP or they will lose their jobs. The current issues many are important the lack of facilities or modern equipment at our hospitals. Musolmi are be fakan tingolto. Jiso de balia, Kuranso de balia, Sila Kedolo Monsoro. These are the current affairs or current things many antaka but not to be talking about who is going to be flag bearer for UDP at 2026 elections. And Essa, many other funny kono. Your journalist will get a jetta yabe. If UDP 24/7, saying now it's a crime to ask who is going to be the flag bearer for NPP. Anu yal no ko ibala dame ko say mulka tawle gambe no le jawoya soto ifayele ita journalist jala bi membe adama baro nyinin kala adama baro namoyle ko ita lola no namoyle ko lefta moome jala kele la flag berati wala namoy demba sabale lebe kele la flag berati wala namoy sidi jala be kele flag berati journalist ta nyinin kala say. And journalists so now they have the right and the freedom to go after UDP about who is going to be a flag bearer, but now they will not go after NPP or Adama Barrow. When we know that the flag bearer issue found, I program cause NPP, I will program cause UDP. I come NPP now, I come and candidate UDP. Whatever no to the shoot to UDP media houses all, shoot to journalists all, shoot to activists all, they pick and choose. They pick and choose who to go after. Flag bearer is to be NPP, but they will never ask NPP about it. They will never bring it in the internet or in this Facebook. They will not make it a topic of discussion.
You know, the sad thing is, none of these political parties come in Canada, but I have this feeling that they do this to provoke UDP because UDP as a big political party, Sana, one thing tell UDP and Nyanta men understand na wala muko. Some of these media teams, because they know the incompetencies of this government, they know how corrupt this government is. They rather have a corrupt government that will empower the media through the taxpayers' money and neglect our institution. Many alonko bankudun katawol to the institution like our health sector. Agriculture is dying in that country. But when was your last time a journalist to invite Demba Sabal to talk about the agriculture? In the so
no, interview. President Katan Dilale, wala President la protocol officer, I Katan de control meninka. Question di madro, then wala kasa number one nata, akantalin la kumase. Instead of talking about the main topics, they will ask the president simple questions. Simple questions. They will never ask the president about electricity problem, hospitals problem, ferry problem. They will never ask the president about agriculture. For the first time in the history of the Gambia, President Manta meet the farmers before some other Kumasela. President Manta meets the farmers during the rainy season, but President will go to meet the farmers after the rainy season. Mr. Makeda Fabanta. That's it. Samalal Makola waterman water tambita. Samalo kula la probomo. But instead of that, you can nominate for the first time in 21st century. Gambino le mutako. Gambino le mutako. Iyanta kata ka follow ta ka adimola Senelal. So Essa, at the end of the day, nta discourage la. Ntanda hal diamola. Ntanda hala kawandola. Because bilinta mo kawandla famba kawandola. Ani kabi ba kana ni be continue. Exactly. Comme ka même foten wala mu. Mo manyina mo danila. Mo manyina kodo di la mola. Mo manyina mo begla pour ka fa ko vote for UDP or vote for the opposition so that we can have a change. For them to decide about their own destiny. Gambino choose either they would like to develop and start moving as other countries, or Gambino decide or they will continue to suffer. Because Essa, these are simple things in many along sometimes imagine a kamo from Krandala. Maybe care in Senegal it's just a good example for us. If Adama Barrow Nalamoli they choose not to learn from Senegal, that's their business.
No, because Pakistan for Adama Barrow Kafo control in Senegal we are different. The Gambians anything they will accept it. So nyine bebulu ila all from kalole Kafo control in Senegal they killing it. Niaje Barrow from this Barrow draft kalo Gambia di unyati la Kafo kombelo la tatamla. It will fine. And then the Gambians this should be something that we should not even entertain President Barrow for this starter. But Mansakunda me yalo konafiki Mansakunda. This is how they survive. They divided the citizen through the tribes, through the regions, through the religions, through our differences, so that they capitalize on that to use that as their advantage to control ruling our country, even though they are not doing anything. So Adama Barrow Nalamolu, they know that ila tribal division on it is working perfectly for them. Adama Barrow will never sit in media without using such words Gambia not divided like more, because the leader Kendo Kalafile to unite the citizen. Because the banku don't let unite, wole bakin na ko banko be develop la. But leader me yalon ko ama interest sort of bankola development that leader will never ever let the citizen to unite, because until the unification won't be let disadvantage let. So look at the numbers of people many Adama Barrow surround. It is Hanatela United States, Wulukantala. And let's say a White House will do something is not even qualified to be a dog guider. The gate guider of a state White House la Wulo Kantardula. Dusano man qualified kakawoke. Imagine calling Dusano as a presidential advisor, calling Henry Gomez as a presidential advisor that tell you a lot about the Gambian leadership. Because leadership quality, a canon the calibers of people many along a president surround. Nitala banko ka banko la kende ana la kuria e kalo mojoma e kalo nyadi de mo sifa joma le president kuru kabe president Barrow man la fi mo kendol la president Barrow man la fi mol la men yalon ko la miro la tambita la miro la ala miro fanan fisiata fen da ka nyille kalan dabala ete la miro be men nya yolta presidential advice la of course ibe bula ibe yamara munela wala gina dusan wonyol katalo suna fi ka dam pram te ka fen kajel wala mu la development so imagine
Essa at the end of the day Gambia no le fangala program to ko ya fo nyame number 1 ntalla mum faun jawati number 2 and number 3 ala intel didale in a very special way me alonko Essa a jakolo warata bakale e ka fo ko fo bil ala be dunya mol didala ay mol didala fa pareta ala Gambia no dide faye ala hakito nyi kuma ka mandia
no wala to nyaade ndele ala ko tagasiya
okay because Gambia no be Gambia wala wosta nyawonya wala muy fan jawati nyawonya the worst Gambians wala many alonko e be Syrian diaspora tubabu du bankol ka it doesn't matter banku jumalem but maybe Syrian tubabu bankol ka they know what it means to live in a developed country they know what it means to live in a country me ko courant bu ka faje comme banko mel ko kata leptalo te ke jara nyama banko mel ko they will have access to better education banko mel ko telephone they have access to all the privileges in this world wala tara Syrian tubabu bankol ka an kabi ko ka adama baro masa kundala fasa wala ko adama baro masa kundala sembantiya wala ka make sure that fanko melka adama baro masa kunda criticize ni wala ta gando wala ta ka promo sodol wala gambe din jawlta and they are the worst human beings Allah have ever created in this world
abala fa wartalde
Essa be gambe sado men kono ya jama man loba ko adama maro la 1 billion years
ay afole ya
jambe ko animal man katto faate jinol be katto
faate exactly
adama baro ko ya jambe ko abe sila gambe for time men diata ta fa mo choose ba the rich place la ya jambe ko ka fa mo le ko I will bury you 6 feet deep ya jambe ka fa mo le ko me fala ni will go to hell atala to an extent that amna fa ko an jahana ba ta tamu jet atala ba di jade men bita arjuna atala ba di jade men bita jahana ba ya jambe lebi
wallahi
ale ya sama banko ka banko me alon ko amam boje dentala originti he even speak different language from them different culture he cannot perform freely and odama daba mun ka man nakale gambeno le karambo ba yebo to na neighboring country makisala atel ka choose jimado qualify la pour que candidate on the ballot. The first mayor of Dakar, Halifa Sallah, a mutala a tumala kaito lola. Abula wada dingo, karimu wada a tumala kaito lola. A the same program samana Usman Sonko ka pour kanu ni plaka nalo. Bila succeed tawol beto another plan pour que lo tata. I still most of the fuck election of our council. Are mi ko makitala la bi. O makisala fele bi bila han o fata akron tota findilo banko kanne ikama nika mbandi o makisala hayna in neighboring countries Morocco adinke o dingo be diari nyame adinke o futu sito ama aten nova
tahe
o makisala kilungo bi ale wala ko opposition oti fala ta kallo opposition group bo nyaado pour les national assembly election la
ala mansour
makisala kilungo menta asorom bunjangoto sunkaro before ni sunkaro do ayo sunkaro ke bunjanglo kono ni sunkaro do ben fanan tambita kono aka bunjangoto ala kay ko yeni sunkaro men ka bunjaw kono o sunkar salo e bita kala state house le men kata do my fight wo Ousmane Sonko mi alon ko ya solo fay honga state fo mo kata balula bi wolam the head of the government in Senegal Macky Sall la sombu tiol bele minister lamba a director lamba VIP lamba do lebi everybody's running ya airport ya sorok ya diplomatic passport ya B6 so mina sabu gambeno ya muto ko they are so special wala ala be mutala is special mina sabu adama baro na molu adama baro na molu they don't want to learn from what is happening with Senegalese or what is happening in Senegal wala nanta fe kon te mun tawnte wolati tawnde bal want to learn from Yaya Jammeh. Let's learn from Macky Sall. Why?
Yeah,
but the funny thing is that Essa, 90% of the Gambian population are Muslims.
Yeah, Muslim in Africa.
And at least 60% of the 90% ngombe dankene atale ngombe lata alalale mbe kawndo la moy mbe shadal bola mbe kolkala. But when it comes to this kind of realities, why we don't believe that ko ala damma donna mansa ya buka bang mansa kinte kinu dina men jamano buka bang
ala ya ko ndi malen son tabiya because ala fonde afom ako mole wo tilikali ayami nu dawilu har bainan nas namman sa ya tilo len katala na jon le tema bari sana de men kan jakal gambia diunda mole kallo ka fa ko adama baro final leptanu loka adama baro fon kallo ka faale ko ngaleptano lo janale ngaleptano lo kerewane le ngaleptano lo tumanale ngaleptano lo janale bari al sana ala hakilo di adama diuna pour nyin kamale si mirano ala ko nay ay hakilo di adama diuna le pour ku kendo ni ku kurun ya bondi noto walakin ako ay jahannaba pirpiya molle ولقد زرعنا لجهنم كثيرا من الجن والإنس لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها ako nga jahannaba parendi molle anin jinnoli meni yalon ko ngas hakkilo dire hakkilo li buka yusno pour ka ku kendo nin ku ko bondi no nyoto ako anin momen yalon ko lahum ayunu la yabsuruna biha momen yalon ko nganyali dila ila wonyali ngeke ngadi la pour ka korosiroke movement la Kenya la muna good movement muna bad movement lahum uzunun la yasmauna biha nga tuloli dile la wo tuloli nyil pour ka din kuma kendo dunta ja anin kuma kuno si bondi no nyoto ala ko mo si falu men bu ko keno ako wol kamunta ko ulaika hum qal an wol tamla as a bounded kadu nin adama baro lota ka fatile ko ngabul lelo ngaleptano lo but adama baro la vice president sa da jam ay abondi wol leptano ko na ya samba kata jara bandal ay leptano mel abe campaign ka wo men natil fuarole alal fanyine ka munati na mol jara do banko ka birim usman so sa ta fo leptano man tar gambia kon munati na ma wol ama usman so samba wol leptano ko no foma ay GP apply sanya birala muso sa ta munaki na samba dakara yo leptano tuje wo minister be campaign nale adama nyinelo ay karambu lelo e diwon be school jomale to adama ay karambu mello e diwon be wala fo diwon be karambu jomale to wo mol kilo wala nata allana mo me al ka kuntu kajo pour ka alla health system o betandi kala agriculture betandi e kanna million tannani kuntu wo kodole kono al kejo kar wo kari 100,000 olela e kanna lawo namo be atel sojaro men yalon kalbe do ko la karfa na sasa al carbon dal la kodole nal beta leptano dal carbon dal la kodol bari kana million tannano bondatel la kodote ko the overseas treatment for who ni leptano be la bampoka why will you budget 40 million dollars for overseas treatment for what reason ifanyini ka wala ba nin ayata ko adama baro ka campaign wo leptano la wo batel la banko ka wo 40 million could have built a 5-star Safono hospital in URR sana birin adama baro sita nin santema birin jawara la wato leptano base man hospital so we don't have hospital we have only health center base in a second biggest region in the Gambia after Greater Banjul yes we don't have hospitals. Some of the people, they don't know the difference between the hospital and health center. Base have only health center. Nim base di un kallo akafo ko adama baro botan telleya. Mba fasalan. O base di un kamman kunda ka adama baro ka base to ko makana kombo jararola. Ifan nyinin kawola ba. Adama baro kota base fana kan ko na man ko birijolet. Ala nyinin ka ba ka wol nettano menfo. Ka tele yo lo. Anyinin ka muna jina base lettan teje.
wala sabu Essa wala na Essa
basedium ko ka foy ko adama baro abotan telleya bar adama baro base filige base bine center of the entire URR ama hospital loje barata man kama kuna leptano loje I within 7 years okono adama baro could not make any effort development in URR among you there is no youth skill center low base there is no employment create base nothing aka campaign men nga silo le daje but go silo be nyaaw nyama base diun adama baro 7 years okono self development men ayake ikala self development aya fama ya do kule in 7 years okon ay man sono villa mello Wo consider how many million la ayolo mankama kunda. I police station lo mankama kunda. I solar project on in the mankama kunda. 24 hours energy buka lose mankama kunda. I said that ko be a clinic lo mankama kunda. Niya mo ay lawyer dabo respond fiang comment ako mankama kunda mulka line again. Adama Barrow man sila. Ka law ka fo Gambia dune mankama kunda is not even qualified to be called a village but a hamlet. But the entire central base URR. Ama fo mole kata line wole tano to faka fo lawyer dabo mole kana na mankama kunda at the president Barrow wuluta sa do men. Is that not a shame? Ni
No,
Adama
but
Barrow yo be akoto 7 years okono. But akota fenke la Gambia dino woto Gambia dino nyantalo na Adama Barrow is a very selfish and he careless about the well-being of the majority Gambian. Adama Barrow beje pura kundam banne. Bari na moja ma beje ka
wala sabu esa an kamem fo jang andu men fana be jibero la ibebe di semtine emphasize kan Gambeno ma fan jawoti Gambeno le ka jawaya faka fan jawaya esa ikamen be fota nyeta ya be put into one basket. Okay, yemon fo la kacha dadula comme like alay harma di ngodi da nyamen ay tlo dina dalil jumala nyaadi na dalil jumala ay hatlo dina dalil jumala. Gambeno is the worst when it comes to that.
That's true.
Anu flanjan kam mamwe ka fo ko politician ni be diamula moliye kala mul mutakol mum faloleti Gambeno le fosta wo karot. Because Adama Barrow lotala kuma jaman fo moliye men yalon ko ifan kalon ko dega na president mu nyawonya nyanta abu nyawonya balaka kumol men fo kuma kenzo lem bil Adama Barrow lota ko nitle be airport plane ko no sai ni be yundum airport walina ni tambita yundum la ni fitata wulli fedo ifan kalon ko jang wulli
ngawra na sistale wo ko nyin ke feke no la tida wo kiyera na sista Allah wulli sai ni wul pura plane ko
so Adama Barrow lota ako Gambia ko jaman tubabo kaylo ko ila capital is very nice. When Gambians know that our capital city is the worst capital city in the entire world.
It's so shameful. Billah wallahi
Gambia be sitting Adama Barrow na ko be gadi no di dala melon ko be kala internet leti nin jibol ndi wato sita ay kuma kirikira leta la gadi no jibo woni santi ma sanji jël. Okay, ika URR men fote Basse is the capital city of Upper River region and Basse is the biggest city or town in Upper region. Basse Kola is a Gambia Sara continuo. Basse Kola you can have Demba Kunda. Basse Kola you can have Alunghare. Basse Kola you can have Fatoto. Basse Kola you can have Koina. But I don't know when Kaman Kunda. First of all, I Mansono Meloyo, Mansono is capable to be a hospital, a referral hospital.
Exactly.
In the entire Upper region. Number one, and I police station loje, police station me alonko, bakadaji ni manka mankunda tema.
Less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes.
I want to kutenka I left ano loje. And to be Basse unkol because abota you are early. Anambaro do ko Basse. Fine. At the end of the day, it let me find Jawoti. At the end of the day, they will pay for the price. At the end of the day, they will continue to suffer.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yena lo kotenke. Gambia no li kede find Jawoti da men kotenke. Wala Gambia no are the worst kotenke da men. Wala mnyituko. Anambaro is jabiro men kenyi wado kono. Ako po opposition le mantra banku dolka. Ibe do ko. Ako bina UDP kedo ko kala. For Adama Barrow ya mena kontel nyina talaba wala nan koy ni lefta fankala ay faloti esa na continue nan fank Adama Barrow ay faloti parce que ntanite bi ndawo do ata nyawonya ya jambe Masakunda we still remember everything. We can still talk about everything.
That's true.
Adama Barrow Masakunda melon ka kada 2017 di kana sai for Adama Barrow ni tantalla ko UDP mayor ni UDP chairman atala bantan bilta an wol nyaato pour kana do ko
go kano fon jam fandi fate man lo jimara dibite yana sinya fula abe opposition ya aina ya fo mo le jimara mu ne keje jurina la opposition ya kono
kana bi talib ben student lota akanyeta as the mayor of KMC during that day Adama Barrow ban kaira di Talib Ahmed Ben Sudala Talib any development project someone KMC be Gambia lo kono KMC dul mu Gambia dum leti KMC dum be je carte of Adama Barrow le Talib any development project someone KMC Adama Barrow la Masakunda ka banta bila nyato amal lefi I succeed because akanyam do ko na succeed mu UDP le to dia akamera ni talib soksita omu UDP la to dial yebo to eta Banjul the first female mayor follow anabalo ko challenge mina fongala koro hiro me ka bul Banjul ta tele bul Banjul just to have that title bul Banjul ayo rohi malik lo challenge mo fongala
so
rohi malik lo office follow ya commencer kanyim Banjul road project ol samana blajo ko Banjul road project no implementer successfully by rohi malik lo be kala UDP la to dial maybe Banjul be karto fara UDP la anata ayo ta at interceptor nyato our project a hijack a samba through Habib for Habib Sisala for Habib Nyadi lemba ko contract ko da kadi wala yama bila bodo loye project so ana bolo ka bantam bila nyato yebo to eta the chairman of Kerawan area council Mahmoud Lamin Bojam any project implement no NBR because of Adama Barrow eta for the Danjoya Basse area council among project implement no with a support from Adabaro Masakunda. I mean Bacon I bake from the little resources it comes sort of from the area council level. Yet I landing Bisanaya, Masakonko, from the same thing. Where it implement Yakele within the little resources. It comes sort of Yankuba Nata. Ako Yankuba Yoko, it's the number one enemy. Megambe last year, ye become a council account to ye frozen. More than complete
criminal like a younger.
More than complete 2 months. Or 2 months okono. I meet not a Birkama. At another minister, the cook for Birkama Kolieko, the cook for West Coast Region Kolieko, Birkama Nord, the Birkama Fita, and it alonko, or money at the Fitaro Kodwemena, and the young will collect Kodwemena, or account to Italy a block. So because Anka be common mutako ulemu followed. But President Barrow, Yanika question mela. Mena Manjabiro Kola, Mega Bank. Mena Manjabiro Bankla.
Atakela. And instead,
Arabaro Koda Menta Fajara, Akakana retirement homology. Lectal rules alone no Konaiba. Mina Manjabiro Ko Karola. Mina Manjabiro ke. OIC la kuola anu Gambia be tulunke fanna kufla be kering Gambia sunyaro sera Gambia nyawanya corruption sera Gambia nyawanya bal corruption fula be kering nuwa escalator lunga mena esa mbena bagaso la patla na border cross nata
believe wala
OIC project do men tambitaten ko do men tinyata wo kunto ko do men kasarata ji ye ko do men declare ko itele wala Spain nous escalator lunga mena our partners our supporters donors nous be diamo ya fa ko men do OIC Gambia ben bagaso la paga na border cross na Gambia bula
no
the second biggest political corruption scandal wala mi Gambia Port Authority mi alon ko ba liska kadi Turkish company.
It's terrible. 30 years. And the 80%.
Balsai. Ite be kuma do foka. Ka fuko minister kata jararo le Senegal director wol fa fisa dal Essa to jam fotale because tomorrow ni minister kata jararo mol bukalo ka ku kullol ni minister la muso finta tomorrow mol bukalo nen director kare findita mol bukalo ni mi dama bondi bal ndel dama fa tema gambenol ya ko gambenol men ka border crossing kata jararo le Senegal
wol kai was yada
gambenol le fanyini ka mina sabu ntel Senegal bu kana jararo le ntelia
andon ka na man ba fulani wato ngaleftano lo jona ngaleftano mello
fulani ko gambino le muy fanjawoti all because of what tribalism and nepotism Senegal on mukana antele ajara rola why antele gambino le kata ajara rola Senegal we have the smallest country ya Halifa Sallah jele ni wato ko na mine fo ako biliya jebe le Gambia
46 million
bilo be Gambia masakunda is about 40 something billion
46 billion
$46 billion kodi yalo yo ada mo fa Halifa Sallah la kodi and yalo Halifa Sallah is the leader of Doi kodi ako bili ya jabe bola Gambia julombe Gambia is $46 billion ako bal side is about $100 something billion
That 110 billion. That's mean Adama Barrow laning Marlo kono. Isafono Adama Barrow alone. I almost Isafono 65 billion euro ayola do na sanji woro kono.
So say they will never talk about that. Those people will never talk about that. They or other opposition political parties will never talk about that. But if I mean a sign, lawyer that women for imina concentrate wala kam. So at the end of the day, make important the wala mu Gambian ya choose either they want to live a better life, they want to live in a developed country, they want to live in a country me ko loi be kala tamala nyama, justice be tamala nyama, while they will still continue to live in this kind of suffering.
That's true.
Because mo batara dia mo lale, mo batara kul kumo foyle puli ay du tron ko puli amoy. But it's not because they choose not to listen to wise words. They choose not to listen to people. They choose not to listen to if I'm bad, but they choose to allow themselves to be misused and dumped. Until ya marobe dame kacha meta na dan robe dame lillahi alay for the sake of unity, for us to have a better Gambia walamu, we need a united front. As UDPians, we have to go towards 2026 as a united group, as united people. Flanjango na fata nyoma na atu nyoye na mbulo yele momoye me dunia dawoda ibe Gambia dawoda. You are more than welcome to join the United Democratic Party. For Muslim multibang, for Christian multibang, for Muhammadian multibang, for Baptist multibang, everybody is more than welcome to join the United Democratic Party.
Gambia is concerned.
Everybody is more than welcome to join the United Democratic Party. Sabanja movement, United Democratic Party, nano ko be doko kekane, nano ko be simfa nya takane, nta fulay be men keka, balen be danilo keka ya lafa. Let them collaborate with other serious political parties only. Yeah, make sure that IEC is tackled. Yeah, make sure that IEC is taken to tax. Yeah, make sure that make sure you key IEC katandi IEC ko. The election results have to be declared on time. The number of votes that are counted at the polling stations should be declared. Yeah, tandi IEC lako. The right resources be declared. Voila, we will take the necessary action, because at the end of the day, it's a crowd sort of nyaunya. It's a more sort of nyaunya. More se kato fa nyaunya. Ani gino le kabonan sampe kadeka kato fe. Menka kato declare no munti te kanyala.
Te kanyala wo kai wo mtonyan. That's 100%.
UDP ba fula loko. Ikana victory sunya. Ka fa ko pul buga kanya wo kumante.
Yeah.
Ni menka fa ko UDP ka crowd le samana. But 2021, make it all make 2026, yen jikol so ko sunyaro be kala kotenge, wala lata nyin la ko sunyaro be kala kotenge. But UDP have serious militants, UDP have responsible militants, UDP have mature militants. Many alonko at the end of the day, they go to the polling station and vote for UDP.
Yeah.
UDP like victory like a sunya, not victory like a nakare, UDP like victory, ikata multiple bakono. All in the name of what?
But that will end. The Almo Alembe Neosi 2026 ma. Inshallah.
Yeah. So ntelbe dadu dam malikela men tambitale amanjere ka moto fo jam kote amanjere ka muruk baake men tambita. But I think we all should come back to our senses as Europeans, as comrades, brothers and sisters. And na UDP lo menano no okay. To focus on 2026, to be committed and to be on top of the game.
Yeah,
the rest not to Gambia for them to choose whether they want to live a better life or they want to continue to live as a third-class citizens as far as this 21st century is concerned. Sabanjao Gambia dumol ya jibe fo Gambia no be diaspora wal muy mo kendo leti fo mi mo jawalti ba surtout men be sine diaspora e ka fale ko Adama Barrow men be sine diaspora e ko Adama Barrow la fasa men be sine diaspora e ka fo Adama Barrow is better than UDP masa kunda jikole be je ko ni sita Itelebe Gambia bondi, not because itamu UDP nkoti, itamu UDP nkoti. Not because the UDP le kanye, but Tamasero be larine, na mayor be do komena, na chairman be do komena, na deputy be do komena, na councilor be do komena, womunji koti ka tandi ko. The UDP must
leadership competence sodole.
Yes. Men ka fo ko tele arba baro di Gambenola. Yes. But nintele arba baro di Gambenola. Be jimale bulen thanks to ya Jammeh. Ya Jammeh la sa UDP arba baro choose. Ni ya Jammeh man tala mo kendol be muta. Ni ya Jammeh man age limit o samba nan constitution kono. Ni ya Jammeh man make sure that ko ata lafta ka UDP eliminate. Arba baro in his first place ta choose la.
Yeah.
Fulan now, you shouldn't blame us because not only UDP, well, Adama Barrow trust, but the entire Gambian population trusted Adama Barrow in 2016.
Yeah.
The entire Gambian population have trust and confidence in Adama Barrow. The entire Gambian population think that enough of Yaya Jammeh, Adama Barrow Natal, but Adama Barrow Gambia be betray not only UDP. Ataka jam fan tumati, Atlia choose kaka jam fan tumati, Atlia choose kaka Gambian will trust betray not only UDP. But if you think that UDP Arabaro Samana, you will ask Abu Yamro UDP doesn't have the qualified people or the quality people to lead the Gambia.
Yes. 2021 UDP lotele. Jo mane we bulat dol beje tata fay post.
You ada mantra bunya ote ma age limit o sama na constitution mo solo ada bo je ka Arabaro londi ba. Mo sa aja se ka je ka Arabaro londi ba. Mo sa abul sal tuje ka Arabaro londi ba.
No.
Mo sa alaji Yes, Dabo Jeka Arba Barolondi. Mose Yakumba Jeka Arba Barolondi.
No.
But because of Yaya Jammeh, main aims and objective was to destroy UDP, to eliminate UDP.
And then
thinking that
Arba fire.
Yo. But at the end of the day, it'll kodo bele bungono. Eman lele bungola. You come banata bank lata bank lele. Itara bank wele kodo kasara. So I blame you for choosing the bank.
No.
I should blame the bank for betraying you.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, I be Nafika ya, Konante ya, Mandinko men nam left water left. Until UDP be haklo to mena Essa, and in beda diamo banadam olem to call. Yes, I believe that we should be accommodative. No more be accommodated. I believe in diverseness. Nantaka diverse bobena. But UDP nkole haklo to mina. Ikana kutomaje, ikakutoma fai.
We have to be very careful.
UDP nkole haklo to nina. Me alon ko eti alon ko namna la fila ata la fila because no media house no media house so the Gambia no journalist so the Gambia na individual so the Gambia men ko na dan tetela UDP ma sekunda sila na dan tetela ba uso ta lola na dan tetela ba uso ta balula but anka bi UDP ko ko wolleta fay ke masla yandi ke accommodative ke include that it for la fellow UDP non men ko be fa kam patio so tatili be do ko kam patio so tatili be ko kum kam patio so tatili wo mo UDP ko fa na pro mo do ni taka ko tola.
That's true.
Mandin kol ko ni e teroni ijaw londi
ba ni e teroni
londi e be fa na ko UDP ko le aklo wala ko maje ko ma fay wala ka modol ta ko selendi santo men yalla ko barakat ñaay mbe ñim foka na experience within the party. I have to be honest with you.
I know.
Na experience within the party, the last of Fatou Camara, na UDP ko leji men ko le Fatou Camara selendi nunja. Thinking that they can have Fatou Camara. When they know that Fatou Camara will be the last person to support UDP or to like Ousainou Darboe. Fatou Camara le. Na UDP ko men yalon ko wolle mol selendi jam men yalon ko wote UDP like la fata de be fala. But they are pretending. For the UDP
for their interest.
So I think we need to be very careful about that moving towards 2026. But at the end of the day, Essa, we need a united front.
That's true.
UDP do al sabar suto ben kadiya moke al sabar. Nyajam hainte bi natal law ele media to wala ndunte la live biya ya dati nyame ibo wala nyama and be continue kan wala nyama. So
thank you so much.
UDP ko to men yalan ko yesilota ya bula UDP ko men yalan ko biya ko yalan fang sam pulie finti ya campagne ko UDP wala UDP la agenda la wife.
That's true.
Na UDP ko men yalan ko bi they are ready to support the likes of 𝒘𝒄𝒄𝒏 pour que UDP tinya at the end of the day UDP defense no nyadile when 𝒘𝒄𝒄𝒏 is after Taliban Suda but 𝒘𝒄𝒄𝒏 men endorse I men support wala corrupt Taliban Suda 𝒘𝒄𝒄𝒏 have never talk about Bakary Badji.
Wallahi
𝒘𝒄𝒄𝒏 will never talk about the kickbacks that 𝒂𝒂𝒏 received.
Sometimes I don't even get it.
Thank you.
Sometimes people we take them relevance, you know.
No.
Those are the most corrupt, useless people.
Yeah.
If Keksane can endorse 𝒂𝒂𝒏 and go ahead and campaign for him with the corruption scandal that 𝒂𝒂𝒏 was involved in, that's I don't know how can one take Keksane serious. No kabe diam kan about the corruption for the KMC. When I tell more the corruption, I don't go carry corrupted. I Gambia nakare, I Gambia no lana flota kala muso Jawla. With all that, you want that person still to lead the institution like KMC. It cannot diam corruption and people still listening to you. That tell you a lot about the Gambians.
Yeah, so the most important thing wala ñu ko Gambia musolu ali mira fara mada ba Barrow kam men so ronda woloto $150,000 a day dalasi wuli keme dalasi wul talula ko so tilo ndawolo taro kono mu million nani le million nani dalasi keme lulu million nani dalasi wuli keme lulu ko soto ndawolo to karo kono sawo kono $54 million fara mada ba Barrow ko do mo ndawolo de Gambia musolu ali mira wala way ali me mira man ka ya mi sur wala ali me mira jola ya dum fula yala al ñamne mi nda bota basel nda bota badi bul nda bota kiana nda bota jarale ali mira fada mada babaro ka don domo nda wolo tilo kono karo kono sango kono at the end of the day $54 million is in 1 year foi ka ñewol men stan diamond le bo ñewol kono ba foi ka manol men stan diamond ke solo multi ba foi ka tango tulo petrol ti ba wallahi gambe musul ali mira wala gambe funding ko ali mira on employment rate. Ali mira civil servants will lose because they are UDP members or GDC members. Rather than all this nonsense me along back on social media.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the dahala diamola, but Mbejim Fanalonako, Gameno le mifang probomoti, not Adama Barrow. Because Adama Barrow like a menke. Nya Adama Barrow be mila retirement home wala. Alono ko alaftale najita akana findi banko e bandala alafta katela dula me alon ko ni fono kata aysi anyati limbala ni fono kata aysi anyati limbala alafta ay tra dula me ko ni fono keta ay tra AC ko 24/7 courant ta falaji alafta ay tra dula me alon ko leptalo be tra je famota ke jaraje bala ka gamino me use abela man use ka wala mi fanja wodi anu ni amura ko tra karanta dunia mo beti ita kola mo malo ita katara mo no ni miso da mala ko na ni filo.
That's true.
So no run away brother abo problem kono bi tira haidara aka sabali mba fola jam one more time mote sabali to lola Gambia dawda afoko UDP na promotion de wala na mbota je UDP mole mbayje wala UDP mole mbud hatalje. Yes ali mo difference so la wata bayla ka foko ani mo be misunderstanding but the only reason why he left UDP was that Bilia Amuta be jail. He was threatened that ko namal na NPP abita jail nama na NPP ala case ata wina nama na NPP abalo mbaka ita bondla kam nama na NPP ala julu ata jola no nama na NPP abe koda be ko ba bondla jele ya threaten nyinela aman choice soto so he was caged. Moment ko ita cage la no, but he was caged and he was forced to swallow his words. Among him for moment among Tonya Fue and Alquano Taka Taki and Alquano Taka Domo came Mingala Sabali Mapo Momoyoko. He was forced to swallow his own words. He was caged to accept that. I for Momo Damantonya Fue.
Yeah.
Now the 9 program or 9 program tomorrow I'll Hydra page. It's gonna be about me. It's gonna be about me and you.
I bet you na Kurano ayol lela na bawal sa ilang funny eka backup ayol lela. Fake missile mo.
Yes, it's a nebula so good on the side time or time.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you joined us. Thank you so much. And your madam thank you so much. Thank you. So, viewers, 𝒂𝒂𝒏 for being with us here. Banku do kolong mbele tentala. Ndul men kadiyama atul meke la matil la hakilol fan wartantet. Atel la hamu wartantet so alay mol so different way la modol beje alay diamo sonian die para manke kontel we are intelligent than those many anu ka telde be in fact atel men kan lamoy atelle intelligental karanta ka tambintel so alay mol so the different way la do beje alay diamo sonian die akatare ko amal karan do beje karantale ay hakilo so do bar alaman na diamo sonian so mbele denta banku do kolum ntolu the only things I can wala mu mansa kunda be ko mel na banko be situation men do ngana ngafale that's all what we can do ka nyitan dal la ko nyina ka to hanikila ala yole fa aka ko meki fenna na manke kanna ayo kanna kilariya futandi mulma o damban ate mo forcé no la baw hani dino kono ala ko la akhiraw fi din ka forcé banda dino kono surtout la banko la ko banko la hakko be beleka and we are all facing these consequences so ninga mira ko mbe nyinke ka patile la walla mbake ka particular molla walla ntenin kar kuyale bentema wole mborndi NPP walla nim faadin kar lebe mambe wala be UDP batu ngata Barrow fasa nga hadan at the end mbele be dunna problem o nyin kono Gambia is for all of us bine fula mandinka wolof sarahulle jola we are all Gambians and then we all have responsibility and in the day of Qiyam al-Qiyama loluna each and every Gambian will be held accountable for what you have done in this country and what have you protect and what you support in this country. So, let's come together and remove President Barrow to save, protect the future of our next generation. Nimbanko Barrow 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒔 ya jambe natale ay jël brotar Gambia konole jawara la watole jol buro tata Gambia bi jol buro la productional bintelle kasan with a high price adama Barrow la masa kunda within 3 years ya remove ya jol buro ya high tax la ka pro ka bay jeto adama Barrow gamtel tar Gambia gamtel ya football team also today that gamtel football team should be a pride of the Gambian government today gamtel football club was sold to the Senegalese. So na bankola pride na bankola asseton adama Barrow bebe wafika at the end ate benyim banko tula jele bare ndi ulle be na dun na batakol so ngal be salut ala baraka fa la viewership so for wadi kote wat ala baraka